Good morning and welcome to my Christmas mince pie video. So I have all butter puff pastry here, sheeted out. I'm just going to roll it out and show you. There you go. That's the puff pastry, butter puff pastry. I've given it a 3-fold and 3 4-folds. I have a daisy cutter which is going to look very nice for the mince pies. So I'm literally going to show you a little trick to get a nice clean cut. I'm going to dip the cutter into flour, okay, so that has a little edge of flour on it. And then I'm just going to cut, nice clean cuts, straight down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out just a few to show you how to make 6. And normally what you do is you reserve the scrap pastries and roll them one more time, and you use that for the bottom of the mince pies. Now traditionally they're made with a round shape, but I think this one is actually nice and it's very pretty, and they look really nice on the Christmas dinner table to be enjoyed with a cup of coffee or tea, or even an Irish coffee perhaps after the big event. So we're getting there now. Just cut them out nice and evenly. So I'm pressing straight down, okay? It's very important that you do that, and I'm just prodding it out with my finger. It's important not to stretch the pastry because it'll misshape. You can see there they release nice and easily. I literally just have to poke the middle and it falls out. So for now, I'm just going to do 6 so that you can see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is going to be number 12. Okay. So I'm going to put these scraps aside. Again, the important thing with scraps is that you don't squish them together. Just leave them loose, and then you can just put them on top of each other, and you can re-roll them and use them again. So I'm just going to take this pastry, the rest of the pastry, out of the way for the moment. Just going to line these guys up. 2, 3, 4. So the puff pastry again was made using the 3-4 method. Okay, so I gave it 3 and I gave it 3 book turns, spaced half an hour between each. What I'm going to do then is just to stick them, I'm just going to brush the base, just the little outer leaves. They're going to be brushed with egg wash. So I have, in this egg wash, I have 2 eggs. I have 1 egg yolk, and I have a pinch of salt. Salt just helps to break it down so that it stays nice and even. Get nice dispersion of the yolk and the egg white. Now I have the sweet mince here. So I have a recipe for the sweet mince in my new book. So just going to pipe a little bit in there on them. Here we go. So I'm just piping enough in so that I can have some in the centre. These are absolutely delicious. I'm just going to line up the little petals there and just bring them down. So I'm just touching them down with my thumbs. The same here, I'm just matching up the petals. I'm going to push them down gently with my thumb. So the egg wash is going to help them to stick, and it'll keep the layers together, and I'll show you a post-bake picture of them. So it's just important to match them up, and use the minimum amount of pressure because you don't want to squish all the nice layers that you've created. See it there? Now of course you can do them round or square or rectangular, you can do them any shape you like, but these ones will be particularly nice, I think. So you can see them there, nice and even. And we're almost finished. I hope you guys have a good Christmas. We're about to enter a level 5 lockdown here in Ireland because there's a new COVID variety out in England that's about 7 times stronger or 70 times more virulent. So everybody's quite worried. So I'm going to be at home here baking and looking after things. So one of the things that you can do to help just to secure these is I'm just going to press very gently with a little cutter. Okay. I'll just help to anchor the mince meat in the middle. Okay. And very importantly, just going to get a knife. And it's important to make a hole in the middle because you need a vent, you need the steam to be able to escape, otherwise the filling is just going to burst out from the sides and they're not going to look very nice, they're going to misshape. So again, 2 eggs, 1 egg yolk, a little pinch of salt. I'm going to wash these guys, and after cutting the puff pastry, full butter puff pastry, I'm going to rest them for an hour before they go into the oven. So I'll be baking these at 195 for about 25 minutes. And I'll give them a second egg wash then just before they go into the oven. And they'll come out with a really nice glaze on the top. So you may be asking what size is the cutter I used. So it's literally a flower or a daisy cutter. Okay, and it's 10 centimeters across from petal to petal. You can see that there? 10 centimeters. So the resting of the pastry is very important. And you need to leave the pastries with enough room to expand. And you put them on the trays. So I'm just loading these guys up here now. And I'm going to stagger them so that they all fit and they fit nice and neatly. So there you go. Those are my puff pastry butter mince pies. I hope you have a lovely Christmas, and we'll talk to you over the Christmas hopefully and in the new year. Merry Christmas everyone.